introductory session of the Gemba 360 dashboard for Interact support workers. My name is Nehal Samara, and we are delighted to be supporting Interact Australia and also running this training session for the support workers. The Gemba 360 dashboard is something that is used widely across all the Interwork business groups, and Interact Australia is no different as well too. With it, we are going to cover off some of the very basic things that support workers can use this particular dashboard for. And if you have any questions, you can always contact us on 1300 360 360 or email us at support@gemba360.com. As always, we'd like to pay our respects to the elders past and present upon the lands on which we all meet. While this webinar is being recorded, we do pay our respects to the traditional owners from where you might be watching this training session. So let's have a look at some of the key things that we're going to look at today. Firstly, we're going to show you how to log in to the Gemba dashboard. We're going to introduce you to the Gemba Docs, which is where all the policies and procedures for Interact Australia is kept. We're going to show you the Gemba College for e-learning resources, including this training session. Also, there is a coronavirus self-assessment form that allows you to report issues that you might have and make sure that your line managers and also the quality manager of Interact Australia is also kept up to date, that person being Nikki Ferris. We're also going to look at the incident reportings and other reports that you can do as a support worker. But more importantly, what this is basically a communications quality platform that really allows you to link in with other support workers. And the My Network button is really your private social space that you can actually connect with one or more people right across Interact Australia. So let's have a look at these 6 things, and I'll walk you through each of these items. Firstly, to log into Gemba, you simply go to this big blue button, and how you get there is by simply typing in gemba360.com. When you do that, the big blue button, login screen comes up. With it, you can add in your username, which is just your email address, plus also the password that we have sent you. Now, one thing I will mention here is that if you click this little box here, just above the login box that says Remember Me, it means that when you go to log in again at some stage in the future, then it will automatically come up with this information. And you can see that here. So when I go to click login, it takes me to this screen here. And one thing that we will mention with this is just for support workers use, and also for all of Interact Australia online. So what you can see here is really for Interact Australia. We have a saying in Gemba 360 that you cannot crash, break, or destroy this system in any way. So it's quite simply, go ahead and explore and click away. So that's how you log in to Gemba. Now, one thing that you might like to do is change your password from time to time. And if you did that, all you need to go into is menu and look at My Profile. And when that comes up, that'll come up with your profile. And you'll have the option here to click on Change Your Password. It'll ask you for your old one, and then you can change your password. It is literally as simple as that. Now, when I mentioned about Gemba Docs, this is where, if I click on that button, this is where all of the Interact policy and procedures are kept. So let's just pick something at random. Let's say I was looking for the deposit procedure. Okay. So if I was looking for the deposit procedure, simply click on deposit. And let me type that out in the top right-hand corner. And if I click on search, what comes up is the archive deposit procedure. Simple. If I was looking for another policy document, I could simply type in the word policy. And hey, there we go. I can see the word policy, and I can see all the policies for Interact. So what this gives you is a direct contact for all the different documents that you might need as a support worker right across all of the works that you do. With it, it is literally as simple and as easy as pointing and clicking. The other thing that I did want to mention to you was the Gemba College. You can click here, and this opens a whole range of e-learning resources for you. And if I click on courses, here we are here. Here's the Interact Support Workers course. And you can actually go in and have a look at this training session that we are running right now today. Easy. Also, if you wanted to, what you can also have a look at is the risk management area. This risk management area allows you to report on hazards, risks, and incidents right across your group. Now, if something was to happen, let's say you identified a hazard, well then quite simply you can click on hazard form, and what comes up? Okay, I'm going to add a new entry. And you might identify a hazard, especially now with the coronavirus, you might want to actually report a number of different hazards that you have identified. All you need to do is complete the fields, and when you click on submit, what happens is it automatically alerts your line manager and also the quality manager, being Nikki Ferris of Interact Australia, about what your query is. You can then track this and see exactly how things are traveling as well too. And so the same thing can be done just by clicking on risk management, and it'll bring up all of your forms, and you can see all of the activities that are going on. So that way you're not ever alone, and you're always in contact either with your line manager or the quality manager from a reporting point. Equally, I'll just draw your attention to this little button here where we have the COVID-19 self-assessment form on the left-hand side. And if I click on that button, what comes up is a self-assessment form. Now, you might like to use this, and this is just a staff self-assessment form, and you can see this here. If you did experience any symptoms or issues, and you really wanted to inform Interact about this, which is what your work health and safety obligation is, then you can fill out this form and simply click on Save down the bottom. All of these fields here is what your line manager will complete. But what it really allows you to do is at any stage you can go in and update this form. You might mark that it's no as part of this as well too, but really what it allows you to do is to track all your coronavirus symptoms, and it's, remember, this is only your part of the portal. Other support workers can't see this. It's only your direct line manager that can see this. So there are over 200 different support workers at Interact Australia, all of which have been given access to this dashboard, and only yourselves can see your own information itself. And it's as easy as that. With it, you'll see that I haven't actually used any part of the keyboard. I've only been driving this just with the mouse that I've been moving around, and it's simply point and click. The last thing that I will show you is just speak about is just the My Network. Now, the My Network is really a private social space that allows you to connect with one or more support workers as well. You can write messages, you can share stories, you can ask information about clients, you can share whatever you like. It is quite simply your private communication space to speak to any other support worker or staff at Interact Australia. It allows you, when I say it's private, it means that it can't be seen by anybody outside Interact Australia at all. And it allows you to talk one-to-one or group chat with people directly as well too. And you can also share documents securely as well too. So that was the tour of Gemba 360 dashboard for the Interact support workers. As I mentioned, if you did have any questions, then by all means, please contact us on 1300 360 360, or alternatively, email us at gemba360.com. If you have any questions, by all means, as I mentioned, please contact us. It is something we are here to actually support you on, and would certainly be delighted to answer any questions that you might have. With it all, here is our contact information. Thank you for your time, and have a lovely day. Bye for now.